Okay, here we go. Number 15. We're going to graph it. What do we have to do?
Find the y-intercept.
We need the y-intercept. And how do I get it? X is 0. And if x is 0, this is gone. This is gone. What's y? The 8 on the end. Second, we need the axis of symmetry, which is a negative b over 2a, which is a negative fraction. What's b?
7.
Negative 7. And 2a,
Which is 2 times a negative 1.
negative 1 times 2 is negative 2. The two negatives cancel.
And then you pick a negative on the 7.
So we still have a negative. So we have that x equals a negative 7 halves. We're going to put that in the decimal. That's fine. 3.5. So we now need the vertex. And the vertex is what? What goes here? Negative 3.5. And see, if you use the then it's easier to plug in and use the decimals. Alright, so now you're going to plug it in. What's 3.5 squared? 12.25, and it is a negative. Right? Because a negative 3.5 times a negative 3.5 is a positive 1225, but there's a negative in front also. So it's a negative. And now, negative 3.5 here
24.5.
gives me a positive
24.5.
24.5 plus 8. Alright, so, what does this come out to be?
12.5 plus 8, which
30.
is 20.25. 20.25. Negative 20.25.
20.25.
Yes. Yes. 12.25.
12.25 is a half of this.
So it's just 12.25.
So then the 12.5 positive left added to the 8.
Which is 20.
So it's 20.25. Okay? There's your vertex. Okay? Now, what kind of numbers we got? 20. Positive 20. So we're going to count by twos. We're going to count by twos. And we're still going to start down here. And where are we going? Negative 3.5. I don't know. Let's try over here. We'll start there. So, negative 3.5 is our asymptote, is our axis of symmetry. So we're counting by twos. So this is 2, 4. So a negative 3.5 is going to be about here. Right? And we're doing a dotted line because it's the axis of symmetry. So we're going to go about here. About there. Alright. So, axis of symmetry. Now our vertex is a negative 3.5, which puts us on the line, right there. And now we're going to go up 20.25. Counting up, going up 20. Counting by, every line is 2. So we get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. So it's going, there's our vertex. Okay? 20.25, that's the top of the point. Alright, now, we need some room here. Okay? Alright, so, now we need the y-intercept is 0, 8. So it's 0, and it's up 2, 4, 6, 8. So it's there. And now we're going to take this and flip it over. Now here's the problem here. This is not on a line, right? So we got to go, this is really, there's 2, 3, 75. Right? So we're going to go 375 from here. Well, that's a quarter, so we're going to go 3 1/2. There's 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be maybe about there. Oops. So it's about here. So you want to try to get this distance the same as this, and because it's not on a line, you can't go straight over to that line there. Does everybody see you can't go to that point? Because they're not, because this line's not on a line. So I can't go, I just, so it actually goes here, but I got to come back some. I got to go back that distance twice. So it's about there. Okay. Your question? All right, and now we have our points, right? Our vertex and our 2 side points. So, do we need a solid line or a dotted line?
Solid.
Solid. Now, I know that you have trouble sometimes getting the V's. What you do, the simplest way to get, not to get V's, but to get U's, is if you have to, just go up here and just make a line like that. Now take this and shoot it down and go down through the points. You don't like the way I draw?
For the test, do we have to show where the axis is?
Well, it helps you.
But will we have to show it?
I think it helps you graph. Oh, I started to say, listen to me. On the review I'm going to give you, I want you to do graphs on graph paper. And on assignments, I want you to do graph on graph paper. I don't want it done freehand. When you do it freehand, you just kind of slap it on your paper. Half of you have these, and you don't have a single point on your graph. You just kind of looked and said, well, I guess it's over here, and you went slap, and you slapped it on. But you don't have a single point. You did this, and you didn't have a point here, here, or here that I can see. And you did it with an 8 pen or a pencil, which is real thin, and there aren't any points there. And that bothers me because I don't know whether you actually use these points or not. And I walk around looking at everybody's homework, I can't tell whether you have the right picture or not. Whether the graph is in the right place all the time. But when you don't have points, that worries me. Sometimes all you want, what you try to do, is how can I save time? If I can just not put points down, just don't put the axis of symmetry down, I can save myself hours and hours on my homework. By not putting the points. No, you can't. You're less accurate when you do that. The points show where things go. The axis of symmetry helps keep things in line. That's why I put it there. Okay. And last, we're going to go where? What is it? We're going to shade, and it's a less than. So we're going to stand at the vertex. Which way is less than? Down. So it's, when I go down, I'm going inside, right? So my shaded part is inside. Okay, we're done. Okay? Now listen. There's no reason why you can't do this. But you may have to actually make an effort to figure out the steps and get it done. If you're having trouble with it, talk to one of your friends, talk to somebody, and get the steps down. It's not hard. You can do this. You just have to learn the steps.